Right, welcome back. Super Depor time. Things have been going pretty well actually. A little bit of a blip in the last game, but Alaves today, hopefully get a win. We are currently 8th with a game in hand. It could see us getting around the European places. And things are looking good. I think today we're going to look at Bevida's progress. We put him on a strength regime last year, so we'll see how that's gone on over the course of 12 months. And then I'm going to show you Alex Collado. I put him on a individual training regime as well, and we may look at a couple of the other big ones, Chirivella, some other players that are maybe just not too old. I'm not going to bother with the 28 pluses, but a couple of boys that are maybe going to be here for us for the next maybe 5-6 years. We'll look at developing them. Right, let's get into it. Like, subscribe, all that kind of thing. Big shout out. We've had 3 new Patreons this week. Lewis Black, Matty Cooper and AJ Smith. Thank you very much, boys. Much appreciated. Let's get in. As you can see, Monday, top of the screen there. It is... Oh, I've done that completely wrong. Hang on. Let me get my arms right. No. There. Monday, 9:30. New series on the channel, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow night. New series. Check it out. You don't know what it is yet. You don't know what it is yet. Right, Super Depor time. Alaves at home. Let's get 3 points. Let's go. Right, so we are in October. We lie in 8th. 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats, 11 points, which is very nice. Unfortunately, we've just suffered a right hammering to Real Sporting. We've had a difficult month. But I suppose the month was difficult in terms of... Well, we finished off the month by beating Real Valladolid. Really good win. Got an early goal, but it should have been more. Collado missed a penalty. We had numerous chances. Valencia then 2-1. Left back, absolutely stunning strike from Gayet. Penalty. Cartabia got a goal back, and we did pretty well. A draw, we might have just snuck a draw, but we didn't. 0-0 against Sevilla. Pretty good performance. Didn't create a lot. They didn't create a lot, but at least we're quite well. I thought we were quite solid. Especially then we went to Athletic Club Bilbao. Troy Parrott came on and scored an absolute beauty to give us the win. And then that typical football manager, just when you think you're on the up, you play someone that you should be beating. They were quite low down in the league at the time. I think they were like 16th, 17th. We got absolutely hammered. 3-0. It could have been about 4-0 before half-time. 4-0, 5-0 even. We were not at the races. So, Alaves today, they are in 14th. So you would hope that we could get a win just before. I think we've got an international break, so it would be nice. A win could see us go... It's not going to see us go any higher than top 6. We could be top 6 by the end of today. Right, so we spoke about Sadick. Now, this time last year, we had a little look at what we wanted from him. Obviously, his crossing's not great. He is sort of like our first choice right back. I think the issue we had is that his strength was really low. So for the last 12 months, he has been on a strength training program. We go on progress. Yeah, so he started on 9, which we thought maybe wasn't good enough for a right back. We need our defenders to be a little bit stronger than that. And we've got it up to 12 in 12 months, which is absolutely fantastic. The program that he's on actually trains... If we look at his training, if we go on strength, he actually does strength and jumping reach. Now, his jumping reach hasn't changed recently, but it may have, if we just go back into his progress, it may have tweaked. Yeah, he's only got 1, but the big improvement, what we want, he's only gone 3 up on strength. So what I thought I was going to start looking at his technicals, but I thought, right, just for another season, we'll go on strength, or maybe even another half season, see how we develop. As soon as that goes up to like maybe even 13, possibly even 14, we'll then look at his technicals and look at his crossing. I think that's the only one, to be fair. His passing's not great, but he just needs to do simple passes. Majority of the time, it's when he gets into them crossing areas, that's where we want him to improve. Okay, so that is Sadick. Now, Collado. Now, I didn't think work rate was something you could improve on, but I was wrong. So, on his individual training, we're going for endurance. I did look at it because his stamina and strength wasn't great. I just looked at stamina, and it also has work rate. So if we can get that up, that would be absolutely fantastic. I suppose it goes hand in hand a little bit. If you've got more stamina, you're more likely to work harder for longer amounts, for longer periods of the game. So it kind of does work hand in hand. I've never really looked into this too much in terms of, I've kind of set players on individual training regimes, but I haven't really looked at the numbers behind it. So that's the first one. So we're going to look at Collado, endurance in particular. Can we get that work rate? That was one of the big sticking points. Now, if we had a bigger pool of players, we probably wouldn't have gone for Collado based on his work rate. So it'd be interested to see how much we can affect that over the next sort of like 12 to 24 months. Right, we're also going to have a little look at Chirivella. He's only 23. I think for me, it needs to be endurance and strength. I'm quite happy with everything else. Decent numbers. I think the strength one is the one that really stands out. Remember, he's a holding midfielder. He's sitting in front of the back four. He's on defend as well. Deep playmaker. You want him. He's just in front of the back four. I want him to tackle. So that, I think, as a holding midfielder, that needs to be a little bit better. There we go. So we'll see how that gets on. Do I have it on defend? Yeah, sorry, I do have it on defend. Yeah, so he's on the defend duty. He's asked you to be, maybe not strength-wise, but if tackling's important, I imagine strength sort of like comes hand in hand in that. You play in the middle of the park. He's going to be under a little bit more pressure this season. If we can knock that up to another 2, that'd be lovely. And I think that's, maybe look at the goalie. We're not asking him to do too much technically. Tell you what, his handling's not great. His handling's over 12. Go on, let's go for it. He gets here. So if we put him on goalkeeper technique, handling composure and technique, so that'll help a little bit. So we'll do that. We'll see how he progresses. So he started on 12. I don't think he's going to be an absolute worldie. I more think as we progress, I can't see him really snatching the number 1 and keeping it. I suppose he's only 21. Be interested to see in sort of like 3 or 4, 5, 6 years time. See if we need to get a few of these into maybe the 15s and 16s if he wants to be our number 1 long term. Right, that's that. We're going to go with, I had played Shibaski and that was a terrible mistake. We're going to go Pedri. Everyone else is he's in decent form. Yeah, we've not got no average ratings in the 7s, but we are playing quite, not negatively, but we're kind of been a bit gritty at the moment. So I'm not expecting amazing stats. But from what we're seeing in the games, I'm more than happy with the contribution of everyone, really. We haven't got a great deal of options. As I said, we have got Busquets, Cuenca, but said that's 2 more loanies that we're playing with. I'd rather Vesca, who's probably our best midfielder anyway. And Cuenca, Lozano and Papadopoulos were not conceding many goals up until the last game. We've already conceded 6 goals in 7 games, and 3 of them came in 1 game. So out defensively, we're pretty good. Right, there we go. There's the league table. Barcelona absolutely smashing teams at the moment. And I think after just how it started, if we can get top half, if we can really battle and push top half, that'd be absolutely. If you look at the clubs that are sort of like down the bottom, there's maybe only Villarreal. I suppose Bilbao, Sevilla could go above us, but we've got the opportunity of really pulling away from this relegation zone nice and early. It's Alaves, got Lucas up front, ex-Deportivo man up front. The old Arsenal boy. Right, here we go. Okay, so we've the games in between as well, we've played really well, but the Sporting game was an absolute shambles. So I'm just hoping it'd be nice to get back and see us defend well. They've gone with 5 at the back, 2 holding midfielders, 2 wide players, including Keko, our former player, and then Lucas up front, very, very isolated. You'd like to think, as we've just had a shot blocked. Here is Sadick. Not a bad cross. Maybe not enough pace on it. Here's Keko. And here's Lucas. I'd rather us be really tight. Don't understand. Let's just pause it. I always find, for some reason, when they play one up front, because we want to be tight to him. We want to press him. And we want to be hard on him. Let's go hard on him. Just because the idea is that like the perfect example was that little highlight there where he's dropped off and Papadopoulos has sort of like gone with him, but not gone with him enough. I'd rather him just come in and smash him basically and let them have a free kick. Now it's given them the opportunity to get up the pitch. Right, Duarte, Ruiz clears. Ruiz is struggling. We'll just monitor it. Right, we need to do a little bit more, as per usual. I think the Deportivo, especially the first half of the year in last season, we did struggle to create chances. And the second half of the season, it was more down to us missing chances. We're not creating a lot, but I suppose I didn't expect us to. We're not great. The front 4 positions aren't great, to be honest. We've got 2 very young players, Cartabia, whatever he's called. Gonna have to get that right. Cartabia is okay, but nothing spectacular. Right, Cartabia, free kick. He's good with his... I didn't know where that was going then. He's good from set pieces, though. Chirivella, cleared. Oh, they're going to break on us. Roja. He's just allowed to dribble. Pedri's chasing. Duarte again. Wide. Is that him? He's there. He's helping out. Whoop. Are we going to get that? We're going to get that. We are. Pedri. Let's punish him. Lovely run from Pedri. Hit it. Good save. Should have hit it with his left. Better though. Good break. Chirivella. Blocked. Get there. Vesca. Ruiz. Pedri. Got the overlapping Ruiz. A few bodies in the box. We've literally got 5 against 2 in there though. Parrot. Unlucky. Right, Danny with it. Win it? Oh, just let Keko just take it down. Lozano comes in, does very well. Pedri. Go on, lad. Slipped in Parrot beautifully. Just stopped it and put it on his right foot. Cleared. Half a chance. That was half a chance, that. But just take it in his stride. Right, Sadick. Come on, we could improve these last 15 minutes of the first half. Chirivella. Vesca. Hit it. No, it tees up Pedri, who hits it, it's blocked. Cleared. Vesca could have really hit it himself. We do have that, actually we do have, thinking about it, we have him shooting less often. Remember we had that little issue with Agbo last year where he was playing that role and just kind of comes in, it's cleared. We just had that little problem, if you remember, with Agbo, that he was shooting too often and we've got him on shooting less. Now, Vesca's not great at shooting anyway. It's like a 7 or something. So I'm not too keen on changing that just yet. He maybe was half right if he's not very good teeing up somebody else, but there's just a couple of times he could have just hit it a little bit. At least last year with Agbo, he was still trying to shoot. I'm not quite sure if Vesca's got that in his locker. What we may even do is go to the 4-4-2, which they used a little bit often in the sort of like the later years when Tristan and Mackay played up front. He did try and introduce them two a little bit together. Irieta. So we can use it just because they're playing five at the back. Just having an extra striker up there. Maybe play Fernandez as Fernandez. Play him just as a deep line forward, maybe. So we can link the play a little bit. Right, Chirivella. Vesca. Chirivella. Collado. Good football. Ruiz. He's done well. Get a cross in. Oh, I thought he was going to get a penalty. Parrot's there. It's blocked. Blocked again. Sadick. Back to Ruiz. Chirivella. It's tight, boys. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. Just need the fullbacks to stay wide. Right, set piece. Keko. Oh, free. Good block from Lallazano. Really good block. Right, Ruiz with it. Throw. Second balls. Chirivella. All the way back to Papadopoulos. Striding forward. Chirivella. Vesca. Collado. Vesca. Good football. Collado. Just finding it hard to break them down. Chirivella. Vesca. Good run. Good run. Right. Gonna pause. Let's go. Tapio's had a mare again. Let's take that off. Let's get that like that. Fernandez up front. Deep line forward on support, so he does like it, which is good. Vesca is on attack. Let's just swap them over and just see if Chirivella will just have the confidence just to hit one. Right, 15. We may have a little look at Bavou, who did have impacts on the right-hand side. Vesca, we'll see where this takes us. Bavou last year he was either terrible or class. So he might be able just to offer us a little bit. Collado's hit one over. Might just be able to offer us a little bit of... Right, let's just pause. A little bit more directness. Let's move Collado back out onto the left now. He prefers that, so he must be left-footed. Bavou there. Right, let's see how we get on with that one. Can Bavou make an impact? 19 shots to 3. We've absolutely dominated. But we've just found it. We just don't quite. Collado, come on. Oh, wide. We just don't quite have that quality yet. I said it was survival at all costs. I think we're going to survive this year. I'd be surprised if we get relegated. Right, Parrot, here we go. Last chance. Last chance. Bavou. No, is it going to be a break for them? We'll get it back. Luis Ruiz, come on. Oh, where's it going? Sadick. Vesca. Thinking about it now, I should have opened the pitch out a little bit more. Too late now. Vesca. He's done it! Get in! Get in! We actually moved him back. Swapped him and Chirivella around because I wanted Chirivella on the ball a little bit at the edge of the area. But he's found space. Alaves sat too deep. Everyone was in that box. Gave Vesca room at the edge of the area. And he has put it in stoppage time. This should be game over. Get in. 1-0 to the Deportivo. Sadick cross. Parrot's there. It's 2. Sadick 6 crossing, but what a ball. And great header from Troy Parrott. He has got 17 heading and he's 6'1". So we do need to keep putting balls in the box. Deserved. Much deserved. Good to get us a clean sheet as well. 90 plus 4. 90 plus 6. Best way to win a game of football. And there we go. 2-0. Up into 6th. Obviously that won't last forever. So there you go, up in 6th. Fantastic. We've got a bit of a break and then we've got Real Mallorca. One of the teams that you probably imagine that will be in and around at the end of the season. One of those sort of like 6-7 relegation teams that we spoke about. So another big game. Obviously at this time of the year it's still very tight. We could soon lose 3 games on the trot and we're back down into this sort of like area there. But I think we're going to kick on a little bit. I've got difficult games coming up. Mallorca, Betis at home, Madrid away, Athletic. But we're going to come back here. No, we're not. Yeah, we'll come back. I was going to do the Barca Real Madrid double header, but we can't really do that because there's winter break separated between the two. So we'll do the Madrid game away, and then we'll have a good recap and see how we're developing, how we're improving, maybe even have a look towards the back end in December, see what's on the transfer list. Have we got any money? I don't think we've got any money, have we? No, I've not got a penny. Never mind. So we probably won't look at the transfers, but we can go through the games. Hopefully, what's the run like? So, it's not too bad. A couple of good games in there. November could be a very good month for us. 2 home games as well in December before we play Madrid away. So yeah, there's the opportunity to really kick on. So that's it, boys. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, new series starting tomorrow night on the channel. What am I going to say? No, I'm not going to tell you anything apart from it's starting tomorrow. It's only one episode a week, and it'll it will hopefully run along until sort of like the FM20 cycle. So a little extra there for you. Make sure you check it out. Put your notification bell on so you know when it goes. And then the channel is back up and running. We're all settling in your house. Muchly appreciated. All the patrons that have supported the channel again this month. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of thing. And yeah, have a great week. See you later.